What's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's the last Saturday in November, so you know it's the Iron Bowl, man. I hadn't been on since after the LSU game. We lost to Oklahoma, and I couldn't bring myself to make a video because I was so mad about that. And then obviously beat Eastern Illinois 56 nothing. I'm like, okay, we supposed to have whooped them, but it's Iron Bowl now, so you're gonna hear from me today. It's the Iron Bowl, so let's go. So it's the first thing we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna give honor what honor is due. So first thing we're gonna do, you know how I do my video, just how I start 'em. Woo! All right, man. Let's just get the formalities out of the way. Um, and I'm just watched Vanderbilt open up, uh, take BTA belt to Tennessee. Yeah, they and it couldn't happen to a better team. I kind of like Vanderbilt, man. Vanderbilt, Diego Pablo, did his thing. Dude, probably the best player in the SEC this year. Vanderbilt wins. But anyway, that's not what y'all came to talk about. I want to talk about this Alabama Crimson Tide. We going down to Jordan Head today to take on the Auburn Tigers, and there's a lot of things at stake today. A lot of things at stake. I mean, there's a chance, number one, at the um, SEC championship game. Of course, if we, go down there and let Auburn do something to us, then it'll be probably Texas A&M and Georgia. I was hoping that we get Texas A&M because I didn't want to see Georgia. I'm tired of Georgia. We done that already. Been there and done that. But Texas A&M, I don't know. Maybe they, I ain't gonna put that out there. Maybe they took the money or whatever. But they didn't play nothing like how I've been seeing Texas A&M play all season. They've been boat racing everybody, man. But they, I don't know. Texas won. That's fine. 27-17. They beat them. So now Texas A&M got to wait and see. So right now that put Georgia back in the driver's seat. What they one loss to us, but we got two. So if we lose, you know, it'll be one of the other one loss teams that'll get in the SEC championship game. It'll be either Miss or it'll be um, Texas A&M. So Texas A&M only got one loss, and Ole Miss only got one loss. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, we got to go down here to Jordan Hare. So put together a little list here of things I feel like we need to do, that Bama needs to do to bring home the victory today. So so anyway, what first thing I need to do? First thing we need to do is first I got to find my. Here we go. Uh, yeah, this is the Iron Bowl. It's the most important day in the state of Alabama. All right, and I know a lot of people from other states like, man, how you make the state in-state rivalries game the most important day? You just don't know. Football is very important in Alabama. Very important, almost as important as life itself. Right. So get used to that. So anyway, most important thing in Alabama. Most important day in Alabama. Okay. It's the 90th Iron Bowl. Okay. Alabama holds the lead. 54 37. Excuse me, 51 37 and 1. with Alabama having won the last five. They haven't lost since 2019. And of course, that was down at Jordan Hare with Mac Jones making his first start. And they won 48-45, if I'm not mistaken. Mac Jones threw two pick sixes. Not that I can remember that vividly, but we've won the next five. Okay. 2020 all the way through 2024. Okay. Seems like all the ones in Jordan Hare always be close though. Ain't saying nothing. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. All right. So anyway, but Alabama's won the last five. Alabama comes in with a record of 9-2, 6-1 in the SEC. Auburn comes in at 5-6 and 1-6 in the SEC. Their lone victory coming at the hands of the Arkansas, beating the Arkansas Razorbacks. And our only loss came to the Oklahoma Sooners like 2 weeks ago. I think it was like what 23-21, something like that. I think we had like four turnovers. So anyway, so with that being said, that's the segue to what my keys to the game are. And we ain't gonna be on here long because the game gonna be starting in about 15 minutes. So here's the keys. My keys are number one, no turnovers. No, absolutely no turnovers. Ty Simpson must play clean, which means that you must understand where the pressure is coming from. Get rid of the football. No dilly dallying in the play in the pocket. That's been one of my few criticisms of Ty Simpson is he plays around too much in the pocket. Doesn't have an internal clock as to when the pressure is getting close. I know our tackles aren't good, and then sometimes they allow pressure, but you're supposed to see that and react to that. Get rid of the football. Too many times he's getting caught transferring the ball from one hand to the other, or gets caught unsuspected, and the ball gets lost. He's had like five of them this season. Although I don't think he's been sacked for like 8 or 9 times, but he's had five turnovers in the pocket from those. So that's the thing. Ty Simpson got to play clean in the pocket. Number one, no turnovers. Be clean in the pocket. Number two, uh, we must attack the middle of the field. Auburn is very good against the run. I think they're like top five in the nation against the run. They've always had a pretty stout run defense. We don't run the ball much anyway. That's much to my chagrin. I hate not being able to run the football. I think Jam Miller has like 401 yards on the season. When the last time you heard of Alabama running back only have 400 yards? But that's not the way we choose to go back. We choose to pass and play action and throw down the field and throw over the middle. So now, one of the things that's going to make today's game challenging is we don't have Josh Cuevas today, who's one of my favorite players because I love saying Jose Cuevas, you know, but no Josh Cuevas today. Big play tight end that we've had, so we're gonna have to come up with other guys to fill in the role for him. Maybe some dump offs to the running backs over the middle. Maybe Bernard and Brian Williams maybe catch some deep digs and crossing patterns in the middle of the field because Auburn has good cornerbacks which cover down the field, but we still got to challenge them down the field. But over in the middle of the field is where they're most vulnerable, and that's where we need to attack. So, not sure who the backup tight end is, but he'll need to be very involved in the offense today. Um, yeah, we must attack the middle of the field. Okay, we must recognize on defense. Now, understand here, Alabama has the top defense in the SEC, averaging about 270 yards a game. Okay, only averaging about like 120 yards on the ground. Okay, we're also, I believe, the top throwing defense in the SEC. And so Kane Womack's done a good job coming off of very tough start. With against Florida State, would look like we couldn't do nothing right, but we've kind of corrected the ship in that regard. So we got to remember that Auburn's quarterbacks, whether it's Jackson Arnold, whether it's Ashton Daniels, or whether it's Deuce, what's his name, Deuce Mitchell, Deuce Knight. I'm sorry, they are dual threat quarterbacks. we got to remember we got to, play them for the pitch and play them for the keep, and not let them, just play them as if they were Diego Pavlia, who we played a couple of months ago. Now, none of these dudes is Diego Pavlia. Now, like I said, Diego Pavlia may be the best player in the SEC, and we kind of like played him pretty strong about a month ago. We got to play Auburn as if these dudes is Diego Pavlia. Force them to throw the ball. Force them into third and long because I like our chances against third and long. Now, in the process of guarding against those things, we can't fall asleep on the deep pass because they do have Cam Coleman, who is came into the league a 5-star recruit, just like Ryan Williams. He just ain't got no quarterback to throw him the ball. But I did see him against Vanderbilt, and he was smoking them boys. So let's not fall asleep while we're defending the run and the running quarterback that we totally leave ourselves naked to the wide receivers running free in the secondary. Okay. Yeah, we need to be every place at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So, with all that being said, in this 90th edition of the Iron Bowl, I ain't gonna be on long. I just want to come on, let y'all know your boy will be on at the conclusion of this here Iron Bowl, and we'll let y'all know what I think. Right? Let me give y'all some stats. Give y'all some stats. Before I get to that, some stats. Yeah, here we go, right here. Stats of the game. Now we know our boy Tyler Simpson is the quarterback of note. He has 2,934 yards, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Okay, like I said, our running Jam Miller has 410 yards, 3 touchdowns, 104 carries, which like right at 4 yards a carry. And our lead at 48 catches, 678 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Okay. Our leading sacker is Pierre, Jonte Pierre, with 6 quarterback sacks. And not forget about Deontay Lawson. He's also pretty big in there as well. And leading tackler in Jefferson, like 56 tackles. And so yeah, let us keep that in mind. Um, 58 tackles for Justin Jefferson. All right, all right. And so now on defense, we got to worry about Jackson Arnold. He probably not going to be playing today. It's probably going to be Ashton Daniels. Um, Jackson Allen only has 1,300 yards and 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Uh, Jeremiah Cobb, the leading running back, just under 1,000 yards. He has 936 and 4 touchdowns. And of course, the leading receiver is Cam Coleman, 52 catches, 5 touchdowns, 682 yards. So those are the guys we got to look for. All right. Those are the guys we got to look for. All right. I look for the game to kind of be close early as they feeling each other out. But I look for the talent of Alabama to start to weigh in as the game goes on, as it gets later in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter. I'm not even doubting that maybe in their first quarter, first half, that Auburn might have a lead because they tend to do that. They play over their heads, right? They tend to do that when we play in this Iron Bowl, right? That tends to happen. Okay, but I look for the second half. Uh, I look for in the second half the Alabama to start to flex their muscles and pull away in the second half. My final score: Alabama 31, Auburn 7. Alabama 31, Auburn 17, and they win their 6th straight Iron Bowl Classic, and they make their claim to fame in the claim their place in the SEC championship game when we got to play them dreaded Georgia Bulldogs again. We're gonna have to do BTA belt to ass again, and then go ahead and make our way to the college football playoff, which we got knocked out of that last year by losing to Oklahoma, which we lost to them again. But we ain't gonna talk about that. So anyway, as we close this video, we want to make sure everybody enjoys their Iron Bowl and Roll Tide and enjoy this Alabama victory, because that's what we're going to do, because that's what we know how to do. We don't know how to lose these things, right? So we're going to win. Alabama 31, Auburn 17 is Uncle Fred's prediction. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Become a part of the Uncle Fred Sports Experience. Guarantee you will not be disappointed. And once again, Roll Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Until then, signing off. Catch you guys after the Iron Bowl.
Two times on the beat, bitch.